The new demonic beast has finally got relics people actually want. And with that, I've seen that most of the comments on my Assault Mode Melee video were, wow, this relic is so cool. It's a shame I can't actually make it. Or, I hate this game, I can't make this relic. I'll tell you, a lot of you think you can't make this relic, but you actually can. It will take you a little while, because, you know, unless you can actually beat the higher floors, you will be getting way less materials, but a lot of you can't actually do this. You just don't want to do it, or you don't want to try to do it because you think you can't do it. And I'm telling you, Assault Melee's relic is really cool. And honestly, you know, if you already have Purgatory Melee, you don't need the relic. But if you want to at least have enough materials for the next drop, I would recommend following the steps on this video to actually have the materials. And even if you don't want Assault Melee specifically, because I mean Assault Melee is the one people want the most because it's Assault Melee. But Zeldris' Holy Relic is also extremely powerful. He himself is a very powerful unit. And his relic is so good. In combination with his passive. I will make the relic whenever I can. I also don't have all the relics. So see, even I can't make all the relics whenever I want. Because the material output of this game is not for all the relics to be done all at once, unless you're buying all the packs and stuff. The one thing that all of you should be doing already is buying the material from the shop here. You can buy one a week. It costs 1,000 of these coins, which you will get more than enough of every week. If you're not already buying this, my lord, what are you doing? It's literally just sitting there. Even if you can't beat the beast to get the actual materials to craft it, like the, how do I call them? Like the gems, I guess? Or the diamonds? Right here, these right here, you should still be buying those. So that's one a week. It would still take you 15 weeks. But here's the thing. I guarantee you, unless you just started playing the game, you must have the characters to beat this. If you've been following my recommendations for characters to summon on. And if you haven't, and you've been summoning on catastrophe banners, sucks for you, I guess. But genuinely, Festival King, Ban, and this thing, these two characters, there's no way you don't have them. They are so readily available, it's insane. Festival King is the one that I really hope you've been summoning for festival banners and have been pulling for those actual good units instead of like bad banners, and have this guy. If you have this guy, you can cheese not just this boss, but other bosses as well. The fourth here is a flex option. I think Freyr is a fantastic option, but obviously, you know, if you don't have Freyr, there are other options as well. I think Scotty is going to be decent, and others as well, Trader Melee even. There's more things you can do, so long as it's a good DPS. Freyr is personally, to me, the best, because he has a stance removal, so the second phase is faster. You don't need to make it fast. That's the thing. This team, the only thing you're worried about is getting king cards. As long as you have one king card per turn, you're going to be beating it with no problems whatsoever. But what you're looking for here is every single week, you're going to be guaranteed to be getting one of these from here, one of these from here, just for attempting, right? And the one you bought at the shop. 3 a week, it will take you 5 weeks. You may think 5 weeks is a long time. It's not a short time, but it's much shorter than waiting for them to give you all the mats for free. Because that might happen for this beast as well, like it happened for the other ones, but it will be months and months from now, and by then, you probably won't even want to make Assault Melee's relic, or even Zeldris' relic, depending on what characters are at the time. Anyways, so think about it like that. And then you're going to have more relics than otherwise you would have. Just take a few minutes off of your day, do floor 1 with the king team, and you'll be set. You're going to be getting the diamonds, and you're going to be doing the relic in 5 weeks, which is better than not making the relic at all. It's by far and away, for players that can make it, the safest option to just beat the stage, carefree, at least 5 or 6 times a week. You don't have to do all that many, but you definitely want to farm those materials, because yes, just having enough of the 15 is probably a accomplishment on itself for someone that has been with none, but the materials from the drop from the actual beast by just beating it normally without the guaranteed reward are definitely still necessary for you to be able to craft those holy relics. So that's why I actually recommend the king team. And if you can't make the king team, there are some other options which I'm gonna show real quick, but honestly, this is by far and away the best. And the other teams, while doable, will make you honestly not even want to do this. Festival King is the cheeser of this game. I got one, very nice. He's gonna allow you to actually cheese not just this, but also dogs. If you don't have him, next time he's in the banner, make sure to pull for him. He's definitely gonna be purchasable next festival banner as well. I think. Because his next festival banner should be actually the anniversary. So even if he's not in the banner, which he should be, if he's not, he's probably going to be purchasable with festival coins. Festival King is definitely the way to go. Now, if you don't have King, your path to success will be a little tougher, because he does just in fact cheese the stage, and it's super, super easy. It's very chill. You can just do it while doing something else. Like, I recorded the first beginning of that run while doing something else, and then I was like, okay, let me just record the ending so I can talk over for the video. But it's just such a chill run. As long as you're getting the king cards, you're good. And there are other ways of beating it. In the first day, people were finding ways. This is a team that can beat it with some ease. The problem is having the characters. I think, Trader Melly and this Green Lees, most people should have. Trader Melly was a character everyone pulled for. And this blue Elat is a character that hasn't been in good banners, so you might not have her. And Freyr, a lot of people just haven't got lucky to pull him when he was unfeatured in banners. So if you don't have the blue Elat, but you do have Freyr, this is another good option. I think you can replace the red Liz for the green Liz, and it will still work for floor 1. So Festival DN. I'm going to mention this just because someone's going to say, why didn't you mention goddesses? Listen, I'm putting this on screen, but obviously you need Freya's Relic, so you can't make this team. It's just for the 5 people that are going to get likes on their comments saying, well, you put other options, but you didn't put goddesses, which is the best one. Yeah. For you to run goddesses, you kind of need Freya. And for you to run Freya, you need her relic. I'm sure you can run goddesses without Freya. It's just not going to be all that good. For floor 1, I can believe it. If you have Mael, and you can take off Freya, right? Maybe put red Tarmiel, and then green Liz, and this blue Elat. Maybe you can beat floor 1. It's not going to be as easy as King, and I think it won't be as good as like this team right here, but you can also give that a go. Maybe you don't have blue Elat. You might even like squeeze in Margaret. Tough. Tough. But it's doable, just not the best. I wanted to include in here just because, if you have Mael and you don't have like Trader Melly, for example, somehow, maybe you just started playing the game. If you just started playing the game, I don't recommend doing this much, to be honest. I recommend focusing on other things than doing this. You don't need Assault Melly's Relic if you just started playing the game, honestly. But if you're a veteran, you probably have Trader Melly. So I recommend these teams. And if you have other team recommendations for floor 1 that you've been using, please leave them in the comments, and other people that can't make the teams I recommended might take a look. I have not personally been looking for teams to beat floor 1 myself. I'm trying, right? I actually looked them up, couldn't find much. I haven't been personally trying to beat floor 1. I haven't even honestly tried to beat floor 3 because I hate this boss so much. It's so annoying, and I'll only beat floor 3 when they make a unit that was designed for the boss to beat it easily, because I'm sick and tired of doing these bosses. And you guys, if you're watching this video, you are true, right? These bosses that were designed to make you wait for a unit that makes it easier to beat the damn boss. Now, this video will get outdated when the character comes out. If you pull for that character eventually, that is meant to be used to beat the boss, then use that. But until then, King all the way. Get your 3 mats a week. Get your crystals when you beat the thing. In 5 weeks, you'll be able to craft a relic. In my recommendation for now, I should have kept in that page. I think for most players, Zeldris would be the most beneficial. I personally crafted Assault Melee for content because he's fun. But honestly, if you're starting from now, in 5 weeks, People are already gonna know what to do against Assault Melee. If not already, like, people already know what to do against Assault Melee. So my recommendation would be Zeldris for a majority of players. Or in the future, in 5 weeks, you might get new relics. So that's about it. Good luck farming, and yep.